and your braiders.
Hey honeys, welcome back. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel and we are going to get right into this video. So the items that I use for my knotless braids are Shine and Jam, as well as some Outre Expressions pre-stretched hair, and the hair that I chose was 52 inches. I did not cut this hair, although I did want to stretch it more because these ends were just not satisfactory for me. I usually purchase the hair that isn't stretched and I do it myself, and this is my first experience with pre-stretched hair. Y'all, I didn't know that you couldn't stretch it any further than it already is, so I just kind of did that pulling apart and mixing it method in order to get the hair to be stretched out a little bit more. And here you'll see I was trying to figure out how much hair I wanted to use for each braid so that I can decide the size of the braid. Oh my goodness. Y'all, at this point I was a little frustrated because I have not used the pre-stretched hair before and it was giving me difficulties. It was trying to get into little knots and whatnot. So here is what I did to stretch the hair further. I just pulled it apart like I said, and it feathered the ends much better. So of course my hopeful attitude returned and now I'm excited to get this done. Okay honeys, so it's time to glow. So I started my process off, of course, with washing, deep conditioning my hair and stretching it out so that I could get the best look in the braids. I use my Revlon one-step blow dryer to blow dry my hair, and I also dusted my ends, and I did record me doing so hopefully I'll upload that video soon. Y'all, I have retained so much length over the past few months. I was really shocked by some of my growth. So with the knotless braids, or really any box braids that you do, the most important thing is sectioning your hair and getting your parts to look nice. So this is just my process. You're not going to see me part my hair too much in this video, but I do have a DIY parting video that I'll link in a card above for you guys to check that out. And I'm just going to say that practice makes better. Keep trying, guys. And y'all, that Shine and Jam conditioning gel isn't something that I generally use. I usually don't put any product on my braids when I start them, but since these knotless braids are a little different, I wanted to make sure that my hair had something to keep them in the braids for a good amount of time. So this is literally the first braid that I attempted, and when I tell you guys I shocked myself at my skill level, I shocked myself at my skill level, okay? I did watch several other YouTubers and how they installed their hair for the knotless braids, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the description box some of the videos that I watched so that you all can gather what you will from those videos. I know that I sped this part of the video up, but later on in the video I do this in real speed, and I'm going to explain exactly what I'm doing, how many times I'm braiding down before I'm adding each piece of hair and whatnot. So let's get back to the Shine and Jam. Is that what it is? Oh my goodness, I hope that's what it is. Okay, so let's get back to that yellow jar that I was using. So this is the first time that I also used that for sectioning my hair, and it definitely helps with the precision of the parts. So my style finished looking really beautiful and crisp because I use the Shine and Jam. So it is definitely something that I may continue to incorporate into my routine and process when I do braids if I don't experience a lot of buildup or irritation on the scalp. One time for the first knotless braid. Hey! Okay, y'all, so this was the first knotless braid, and I felt like it went pretty well. As I was braiding it down, I did use my sense of touch to see, air quotation, see if the braid was turning out right. So I was definitely proud of that first braid. So we're going to move right on into the progression of these knotless braids. After I show you guys each section and the progression, then I'm going to get right into the detailed part of how I do these braids. So you guys go ahead and enjoy that. As you can see here, the first portion of the hair that is done is only one of 7 sections that I use. So I use 2 full packs and 1 out of another. This is for my homies, y'all, because this part got the gangster link, okay? But we gonna keep it moving. Oh my goodness, this is so easy. I mean, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but your girl got it. Honeys, I tried to do the brick pattern as far as my parts are concerned so that my hair wouldn't look so scalpy. I know that you all have seen some of the knotless braids where you can see a whole lot of the person's scalp. Well, I got sunburn on my scalp, so I'm not looking for a scalpy look. So I made sure that I added enough hair so that my hair looked full. Also, let me kindly remind you all that the way your hair will look is different than someone else's because of the density of your hair, the thickness of the strands, etc. and whatnot. Okay, honeys, we are about to get to the detailed portion of this video. So I make sure that each section is detangled very well. I also put on my leave-in moisturizer and I sealed that with oil, and then I followed up with a little bit of the Shaaanelle jam. And as you can see, I just showed you the 3 pieces of hair because I tried to add 3 pieces of hair for each braid. I did do a little trial on another braid where I added more than 1 piece, but this was mainly my process all over my head. So let's get into it. Okay, so you're going to separate the section into 3 pieces, and then we're going to start to plait. We're going to do 3 movements. 1, 2, and this is the 3rd one. And what we're going to do is add our first piece of hair, and I always add the hair in unevenly. So I'm going to pinch the hair between my pointer finger and my thumb, which is in the middle of my plait, and then I'm going to flip that extra piece of hair over to the side so that I can gently braid in this first piece. And I only did 2 movements there, and then I went right in with that extra piece. So do another movement to get that one in, and we're adding another piece of hair. And I'm just showing you guys how I get it to become uneven because I do want my braids to be waist length or tailbone length, which is what they ended up being, tailbone length. So here we are. Let's go ahead and count this motion. 1, 2, 3. That's what you would do to secure each piece of hair. And now you're just going to braid all the way down. Oh wait, just kidding. There's one more piece to add. So the 3 motions, y'all, and then the 3rd piece. I apologize for that. As you continue to watch me braid this piece down, let's talk about the placement of my hands. For me, because I'm doing these on myself, I have to move my hands into a comfortable position where I can easily move toward the back of my head. For me, this helps my braids to look more uniform and for them to be very consistent because I can use the same amount of pressure and tension on my hair as I braid all the way down. So I am going to do another piece to show you guys again the steps of this braid. Again, when you are braiding your hair, it's important to try to be as consistent as possible. Braid your hair all the way down. It helps when you seal them, and the ends will look very sleek if you're not doing like a goddess look where you're adding in curly hair. So for me, I like for my ends to be silky straight, so I like to braid as far down as possible. So here we are with this next piece, and this one I'm going to try to count with you guys more so that you'll see the motion as well as explain feeding the hair in. So let's go ahead again, and we're going to get the 3 pieces from that section. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to start to braid down. Let's count these motions. 1, it's 1, 2, and here's the 3rd one. So now we're going to pinch and add the hair in to where you've pinched in the middle of that plait. So again, the hair is uneven, you pinch it in, put one piece over, gently braid that one in, and once you go down with those 2 motions, you're just going to slide that other piece in as you saw me do, and now it's time to add another piece. So now that we've added this piece, we're going to go down another motion. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. At this point, you should have the piece of hair in your hand that does not have any extension hair added. So let's go ahead and pinch in that extension hair, and instead of throwing it over to the side of your head, just braid down normally. Okay, I hope you guys got that, because that's what's going to make your braid kind of taper from the root down to the end, and it will look very nice if you do it this way. Again, this was a learning curve for me because this was the first time that I did it, but because I took the initiative to kind of research how I wanted to do my braids and watching other videos, it was really helpful for me. So again, I will have information in the description box for you guys to see how I learned as you learn from me.
Turn the water back up.
I was just talking to my husband there to tell him to get that hot water boiling, baby, because I'm almost done, and you know we got to seal those ends. So that's going to be the next step. Yes, honey, we are glowing. Okay, y'all, so thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of the support. Y'all give this video a thumbs up, and you come back and see me in my next video. Peace.